back to my channel. So hallelujah, I have figured out the lighting situation. Hooray! Thank God, because let's be honest, the lighting situation was horrible. So guys, without further ado, let's just jump into the tutorial. I am doing an entirely drugstore look today, but I'm sorry, there are only 2 products that are non-drugstore. I'm so sorry, I could not find dupes for them. I've tried my best. If you have a suggestion, please let me know and leave a comment down below so I can go check it out. Alright, so let's jump right in. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!
Alright guys, let's get started. Before I actually sat down to film, I had already primed my skin and my eyes with a little bit of moisturizer. I then am going in with the Maybelline Quad Mocha Motion, and I took that big cream colored eyeshadow that was in the palette and just dusted it all over my eyelid. This is just to give the eyeshadow something to grab to because powders blend better over powders. I then took the gray crease color that was in the quad and with a Morphe M332 brush, I put it in the outer V of my eye. I love this brush for concentrating pigment in that specific area. I actually realized that like towards the middle of the video, I really didn't like the color. I didn't think I got a lot of payoff with it. So you'll see later on that I went in with one of my Naked palettes to just kind of darken that area up a little bit. I then went in with the shade Cover from the Urban Decay Naked Basics 2 palette. I found that the crease color in the Maybelline Quad did look very choppy, so I wanted to just smooth it out and make it look a lot more blended. I then went in with the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in the shade Iced Latte. I don't know why I bothered turning it around because you guys couldn't really see it. But what I did was I just took this on my middle finger. I found that they're best applied that way and just tapped it and rubbed it a little bit all over my lid. I did realize I got a lot of fallout from the sweeping. So just make sure if you apply one of these, make sure to just tap it on. I then took the darker shade at the bottom of the Maybelline Quad on the same Morphe M332 brush and just dusted it in the outer V of my eye to make the Iced Latte shade pop. And now it is time for my favorite part, foundation. I went in with my tried and true L'Oreal True Match Lumi. I am in the shade N12. I then took 2 pumps on the back of my hand and buffed it in with my Sigma F80 flat top kabuki brush. I then went in with my favorite concealer of all time, which is the Maybelline Age Rewind, and I am in the shade Light. I like to draw this on in a triangular motion because it actually highlights your face the best. And let's be real, I look like I'm drawing war paint onto my face. I then actually go in and draw a stripe down my Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, and I draw some pretty picture on my forehead, just whatever I'm feeling that day. Here's my fail attempt at drawing a smiley face. I then go in with an extremely damp Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I use this to tap out my concealer from inner corner to outer corner using light pressing motions. I then went in with my favorite setting powder from the drugstore, which is the Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth. I took this on a Real Techniques stippling brush and set all of my concealer with this powder. And today I was feeling the cream contour, so then I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation stick in the shade Toffee. I used this to carve out my cheekbones, my forehead, and my nose. And of course, because I'm anal, I have to make sure it's even. I then just draw a couple lines on my forehead just to carve it out and make sure those are even, because once again, super anal. And put it on my nose. I then go in with a Sephora Pro concealer brush to blend out my cream contour. You don't have to use a brush like this. I just like to. I find that a beauty blender or a beauty sponge will do the job. I then went in with my all-time favorite blush from the drugstore, Milani Tea Rose. I love this blush. I think everybody should own this blush. It is just such a pretty color. And I used a I think it's a Bare Minerals blush brush to apply it and just sweep it right over the apples of the cheeks. I then went in with a brand new mascara, and it is the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal. And as you can already tell, I was very enthusiastic about trying it. I got the shade Classic Black, but I was not too thrilled with it. It did not hold a curl as long as I thought it would. But I didn't curl my lashes that day, so maybe I'll try it one more time with my lashes curled. I then went in with the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. I'm not too sure of the shade, so I'll look it up and link it down in the description bar for you. And of course, because I'm a freak, I had to smell it because I'm obsessed with good smelling lip products. I loved this. It was super creamy and super hydrating. The only thing that I have to say is that it was not matte. It was more like a satin finish. I was hoping that it would look more like a liquid lip because I thought it would have went better with the look. And of course, I had to model it for you guys, so check it out.
Alright guys, well that completes this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you'd like me to do more videos like this and incorporate more drugstore products, and leave me your favorite drugstore products that you use every day so I can incorporate them into my favorites and the ones that I use, the ones that I will be using every day. So that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!